My name is Jason Ponton. I'm the editor-in-chief and the publisher of Technology Review, and I'm here today at our MTech conference at MIT interviewing Charles Simonyi, the co-founder of Intentional Software, formerly the chief architect of Microsoft and the author of Word and Excel. So Charles has a revolutionary plan to reform how software is developed, and the basic idea is to fix the relationship between the people who use software and the people who program it. But perhaps you could begin by explaining why were domain experts for so long separated from the actual programmers who create software?
Well, this is a historical reality. In the early days of computing, there wasn't simply enough bandwidth or enough processing power to work with the more complicated world of the domain experts. You might say the messy, the real world of the domain experts. And so computer languages came into the arena, and they tried to satisfy two completely independent requirements. One is to show how the program should be running on a computer, and also to describe the details of the problem that is to be solved. And these two things got mixed up and created this tremendous complexity of the million-line programs that we hear about. It's only with the arrival of GUI and the tremendous processing power that we have today is that we can dream about or actually implement with great difficulty systems where the messy notations, the kind of the ambiguous notations that domain experts have been using mostly for human-to-human communications, that they can be represented.
So your idea, as I understand it, is to go up a level of abstraction with intentional programming and to try to truly allow domain experts to communicate with programmers in a productive and intelligent way. Could you tell us how intentional software works?
Well, you can say that it's a high level of abstraction, and we can also say that it's a level of abstraction that is closer to the domain, that it expresses things in domain terms. So intentional software, it is really the use of the intentional domain workbench, which is a projectional editor, an editor that separates the representation of the program or really the problem from the notations that you are using to view that problem in and to edit that problem in. And this separation creates the tremendous diversity of possible notations, and it's a possibility of looking at the problem in several different ways, just like in CAD/CAM programs can look at a three-dimensional artifact through different two-dimensional projections, two-dimensional views, and thereby each of which these blueprints individually ambiguous, but the totality of the different views on the same description creates this usable description that then can be used for creating the software.
Now, Charles has been working on this for a while, and what I was excited to see is that you actually have some customers who are willing to talk about its use. I think Capgemini was the first.
That's right. Capgemini in Netherlands is using it to create a pension system, and they have reported very good experience in handling clients' problems and representing pension schemes that are exceedingly complex really by any measure.
That's tremendously exciting. Now, of course, Charles isn't just a billionaire entrepreneur. He also recently went into space on the Soyuz. And I'd just love to hear what that experience was like. It was a boyhood dream of yours, wasn't it?
Well, I think it was a boyhood fascination, maybe, but I don't think there was a realistic dream to go to space. And it's thanks to entrepreneurs like Eric Anderson, who is going to speak here this afternoon, and that created a market for space tourism, and I think that's an amazing thing that this happened, and I couldn't believe that first that there was such an opportunity, and then that I actually qualified, and the trip itself was very nice. It was much easier than the training. The training is actually quite hard because they train you for the worst case. But once we got into the flight, it was just a pleasure from the beginning to the end.
From every geek in the world, we envied you so much when you were up there.
Yes, thank you, and please don't forget that charlesinspace.com has very, very detailed description of the whole trip.
And beautiful pictures. Charles, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jason.
Thanks.